The greedy trader who sold his soul for one more customer. Every morning, before the sun fully woke up, Stephen was already awake, while other traders were still stretching in their beds or brushing their teeth slowly. Stephen was unlocking his shop. The air was cool, birds were noisy, and the road was quiet. But Stephen was ready. He wiped his counter, arranged his goods neatly, and smiled to himself. Today will be a good day, he always said, and it usually was. By mid-morning, the sun would shine bright and hot. The market would come alive. People shouted prices. Children ran around. Motorbikes passed like loud engines. Traders argued, laughed, and gossiped. Business was good everywhere, but especially at Stephen's shop. He sold everything: rice, oil, soap, drinks, small snacks, anything people needed. Stephen had it. Other traders noticed. Have you seen Stephen again? One woman would whisper, customers just line up there. Another would say, he doesn't even greet people anymore, just counting money. They laughed, but deep down they were jealous. Stephen noticed it too, and he loved it. Even when he counted his money in the evening, he smiled wide. But strangely, the smile never stayed long. Because once the sun started going down and traders began closing their shops, Stephen would feel uncomfortable. Someone would shout, "Market don't close, oh!" Someone else would lock up and leave. But Stephen stayed. He would look at the empty road. Quiet, a little scary. The night always felt different. The wind sounded louder. Shadows looked longer. Even the streetlights flickered like they were tired. Still, Stephen stayed. Just one more customer, he would tell himself. One more. His wife complained, "You don't rest. You don't eat well. Even money doesn't enjoy you again." Stephen waved her away. "Money doesn't grow by sleeping," he said. One night, when the moon was high and the market was completely empty, Stephen sat alone in his shop. His stomach growled, his legs hot, his eyes were heavy. That was when a man stopped in front of the shop. Stephen jumped up like someone poured cold water on him. "Customer," he said happily. The man looked normal. Clean clothes, calm face, a soft smile. "You are still open?" the man asked. Stephen laughed. "I close late. You never know when someone needs something." The man nodded slowly and looked around. "You worked very hard," he said, "but you don't look happy." Stephen paused. "I just need one more customer each night," he said honestly. "If I get that, I will be satisfied." The man smiled wilder. "What if I help you get customers anytime you want?" Stephen's eyes shined. "How?" "You will never lack customers," the man said. "Day or night, rain or sun." Stephen felt excited. "And what do you want?" The man leaned closer. "Just your soul." Stephen laughed loudly. "Soul," he said. "Is that what people used to buy food?" The man didn't laugh. The night was quiet. Too quiet. Stephen thought about the money he could make, the traders that would envy him, the respect. "Fine," he said quickly. "Deal." The man smiled once and walked away. The next day, something strange happened. Customers came early, very early. By noon, Stephen was sweating heavily. His shops were full. People pushed to buy. Some said they didn't even plan to stop, just felt like stopping. Other traders noticed. Is it magic? How is the shop always full? Even when rain fell, people stayed. Stephen made so much money. He stopped counting properly. But there was a problem. The customers never stopped coming. At night, when order closed, people still knocked at Stephen's shop. My brother, just small thing. Please open, just one more item. He became very tired. The sun was bright and busy in the day. The night became scary and endless. He couldn't rest. He couldn't sleep. Even when sick customers came. One night, while sitting on the floor, shaking from stress, the man returned. You wanted one more customer, he said calmly. Now you have them forever. Stephen cried. I don't want it again. Take the money. Take everything. The man shook his head. Too late. From that day, Stephen's shop stayed open. But Stephen was no longer himself. He worked without joy, without rest, without peace. And people learned something important. Moral lesson. Greed doesn't know when to stop. If you always want just one more, one day you may lose yourself chasing it.